Okay, you guys have requested this smoothie video, and these are 3 of my current top favorite smoothies that I am absolutely loving right now. I know you guys are going to really enjoy these recipes, and I'm so excited to be sharing them with you. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Okay, a quick forward before we get started, and that is I have found that a smoothie is only as good as your smoothie maker. This is not a sponsored video or anything, but I got this little Ninja. It's called a Nutra Ninja Auto IQ, and I got it because my mother had it, and of course she has all of the great gadgets. And there's no comparison. I was doing it in my other regular Ninja blender before my smoothies, and this actually blends it so well. I feel like I just went out to Smoothie King or whatever your local smoothie store is and purchased a smoothie for a lot of money. But this was not that expensive too. It was actually kind of on, I think it was marked down a little bit when I bought it, so I will link it down below for you if you want to check this out. But without further ado, let's get into the first smoothie, which also happens to be my favorite smoothie. Okay, so this first smoothie is actually also going to be the simplest one I'm showing you, and it's actually one that my mother made for me. You know, all good things come from my mom. I think you know that by now if you watch my channel for a while. I'm always saying, well, my mom showed me this, my mom made me that, but she made me this smoothie and I have been obsessed ever since. So it's actually really simple. I'm just going to dump, so I did get a bag of the dark sweet pitted cherries, and I have just enough in here. I think I'm just going to use the rest of this, so let me dump this in here. So add in our cherries. Next I'm adding in, I have some unsweetened vanilla almond milk, so I'm going to add some of that in. Now, as far as measurements go, you can kind of do what you like to do as far as how do you like your smoothies really thick or do you like them more thin. I prefer this one in particular a lot thicker because it almost, like when this is done, this tastes like a dessert to me. So the thicker it is, the more it reminds me of ice cream. So I'd say that's about what, half a cup, 3/4 cup maybe. And I may have to, I'll just see how it does with this smoothie maker. Sometimes it can get stuck a little bit if I don't put enough liquid, but I'm going to start out with that. And you can use whatever milk you want, regular milk, coconut milk, anything's good, even water if you don't want to use. Next, I am adding in a dollop of yogurt that I have on hand, which happens to be Fage Total 0%. You could use any kind of yogurt you want. I just take, there's really no measurement to this, guys. I just, you know, kind of take a spoonful, plop it down in there. I'll add a little bit more. It's kind of like that tangy background flavor that it gives, and I just think it makes it really good. Finally, your secret ingredient that puts this smoothie over the top is pure almond extract. That's right, you heard me right, almond extract. It's almost like Christmas in a smoothie, because whenever I have anything almond flavored, I'm immediately transported to Christmas and all the Christmas cookies that have that almond flavoring in them. You can put as much or as little as you want. I usually probably put about a teaspoon, and I really don't measure. I'm going to eyeball this. So I like to go a little heavier on the almond flavor, but I'd say half a teaspoon to a teaspoon. You can play around with that and see what you end up liking. Now we're going to blend all of this up. Press it down, and I like to do the ultra blend, and I won't make you listen to this. Look at this, you guys. See how perfect it blended it? Let's see if you can see even better once I pour it into this other cup. So I just want to give you a little bit of a better view here. Look how smooth that is, and oh my gosh, I can smell the almond extract. If you try none of these smoothie recipes that I'm going to show you, you got to try it. It is the holy grail of smoothies. You're welcome. All right, you guys, it is morning, and this is going to be the perfect smoothie to make. It says top of the morning smoothie. I'll give you a shot in right here, so if you want to do a screenshot or pause it, if you wanted to make this smoothie. And this is out of my Nutra Ninja Auto IQ book that came along with my little ninja. For one small ripe banana, I'm just gonna eyeball what I think would be the equivalent of a small ripe banana out of my frozen bananas. That looks about good to me. Calls for a half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. I'm just gonna eyeball that. Get you in here so it's not blurry. Maybe. We'll say that's about a half a teaspoon. It calls for a scoop of protein powder. You can use whatever protein powder of your choice. I have this Alani Nu whey protein confetti cake. No, this is not sponsored. This is just what I have on hand. So I'm going to put a scoop of that down in there. It does call for 1 cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk, which I happen to have that type of milk. And I'm just going to put the rest of what I have in here because that's probably about a cup, maybe a little less that I had. Now it also calls for 1 peeled orange cut into quarters, but I had these little tangerines, or what are they called? Mandarin oranges. So I just peeled 2 of these. So I'm going to put these in there, quartered them. So I've got my orange, and then the last thing it calls for is a cup of ice. Boom. All right, here is the grand reveal. Smells good. Now this is, you know, anytime you put protein in something, you've always got a little bit of that protein aftertaste. So highly recommend you get a protein powder that you can stomach or you actually like. But here's to give you an idea of the consistency. You can see everything is blended really well. Let's give this one a taste. That is super refreshing. So if you want something really refreshing in the morning, and the protein powder is really going to hold you for quite some time throughout the day, I highly recommend this smoothie. This is delicious. Okay, you guys, the last smoothie I want to show you is also out of my Nutra Ninja Auto IQ book. It's a tropical fruit tea smoothie. Now, when I came across this before, I was so excited because I have really been getting into drinking a lot of teas lately, but I don't have all of these ingredients, like papaya. I don't have any figs. So I have actually altered this recipe just to use the ingredients that I have on hand. This is a herbal raspberry tea that I brewed up. And then I have these mango chunks and the mixed fruit with the pineapple, strawberries, peaches, and mango. So that's what I am going to use in this smoothie, and I think it's going to be delicious. So super simple recipe, just pour your tea. Okay, so I ended up adding a little bit of ice in here just to cool this down a little faster. And then, like I said, I'm just going to use probably like eyeball it, 1.5 cups or so of my fruit mix here, tropical fruit mix. I'm going to put right inside. And the great thing about this recipe, I mean any of these recipes, any smoothie recipe, you can customize it to your own needs and wants. Whatever you've got on hand or in your freezer to use up or in your fridge, just throw it in there. Now, oftentimes I do throw spinach in my smoothies. I just don't have any on hand right now. But I mean, any of these recipes I've showed you, you could certainly throw spinach in there as well. So I'm just going to blend this one all up and then we'll bring it back. All right, I'm so excited to show you this because look at that. Now, if you want this to be chunkier, you can put, obviously, always put less liquid, maybe add a little more ice. This smoothie is so refreshing. This is a perfect summertime smoothie, or if you're going out to the beach or outside during the hot weather, whatever. And I love the idea of incorporating in your own herbal tea. I just think that's really cool. And I'm telling you guys, you really need to try this one. Oh my gosh, it's a perfect blend of flavors with that tea and the mango and the pineapple strawberry mixture and mango mixture. It's so refreshing and so good. And so there you have it, you guys. Those are the 3 smoothies, some of the best smoothies that I've ever had that I highly, highly recommend that you try. I really hope you have enjoyed this video. Please leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, subscribe to my channel, and I will be seeing you guys very soon for my next video, which will be to do with gardening. So have a great day, you guys. Take care. Bye.